Imi. I hope you are well. Thank you for your videos. Well done with learning the new pieces. It sounds very good. And you did very well there with the Thanksgiving turkey, getting those rhythms right of bum, ba, ba, bum, bum, ba, ba, bum. Very good. So now you know quarter notes and half notes and whole notes, and also quavers, those two little quavers that are connected with the beam. So very good there. Okay, then let's just look at the singing donkey. That was also very nice. Well done. You've got the fingering right and you're in the right position. The only thing I want to comment on there is just to make sure about your left hand. So all throughout you were playing your G and D. So in the beginning you have that G and D, 2, 3, 4, but then it's only the D with your thumb and then only the G, and then the same thing in the second line, and then the end was great. Okay, so just make sure that you don't play both together every time. It's G and D, but then just D and then just G, and the same for the second line. So let's do Singing Donkey one more time for next week, but otherwise it sounded very good. Well done. Okay, and then we're going to move on to page 56, playing staccato. So staccato is the Italian word for playing short and separated notes. So it's going to be very bouncy. So think of a basketball that you hop on the floor like you have in the picture on the next page. Okay, so so first of all, staccato, a normal note, you would play like that. Staccato, very short. So, okay, without staccato, with staccato, so short and detached. Okay. And the way that you would know that you need to play staccato is when you see a dot on top of or underneath your note. So not a dot next to your note. So look at page 57, this note. This is a dotted minim, but the dot is next to the note. And that means it has to do with the length of the note. That it's not going to be a minim, but a dotted minim, so not 2 beats, but 3 beats. But when you have the dots underneath or above the notes, it means you're playing short and separated, staccato. All right, so the staccato warm up, you're going to play forte the first time and then piano. So first loud, then soft, 4/4 time, and you're going to be in G position. So right hand thumb on G, above middle C, and then your left hand pinky, finger 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pinky is 5, on the G, way below middle C. So not the first G, but the second G below middle C. Okay, and it'll sound like this. Okay, so first time loud, second time soft, and play very short and detached, so not connected, short and separated. All right, and then the clock, 4/4 time. Now you're going to repeat 3 times because there's 3 verses. So first time loud, second time soft, third time loud again, and it's also going to be in that G position. So left hand is starting. Go slower, keep the tempo, and loud. Okay, so 3 times, loud, soft, loud, forte, piano, and forte again. Okay, and then just remember when you play softly to not go slower. It's something that almost happens naturally, so you have to try and stop that from happening. You keep the beat even though you're going softer, so not slower but softer. Basketball on page 57, 3/4 time. So now we have 3 beats in a bar, 3/4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we are going to play forte loud, So just notice here we have what we call a tie and a tie. So a tie is when you are connecting two of the same notes. And that means that you're not going to lift up your finger there and play the note again, but you're going to hold on to that note. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're holding it actually for 6 beats. 3 plus 3 is 6. But you count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 without lifting up. So that's a G and a D. This piece also in G position. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to repeat. Here we go. This is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3. So that is basketball, and then I'm going to add one more for you for next week. Now we learned a sharp sign last week. In the singing donkey we had the C sharp. So sharp is when you have when you go a half a step higher, a semitone higher, or half a step. Okay, and then a flat sign is when you go half a step lower. So say I'm on D. Okay, half a step higher would be D sharp, but half a step lower would be D flat. Okay, so but the one we are going to learn here is B flat. So that is where B flat is in the bass clef. Remember, if you count down, bass clef is also the F clef. So if that line, the fourth line from the bottom is F, then when I go down, I count backwards in the alphabet. F, E, D, C, B, B flat. And that's B flat in the right hand, treble clef. Okay, and then they're also showing you how to play a D flat. So B flat would be half a step lower than B. That's your B flat there. And that is that B flat. Okay. And just notice it's not the B flat here close to middle C. That one is the low one. It's far from middle C. But that one is the one above middle C. And then D flat. So this would be D. So I count back from F. F, E, D. Backwards in the alphabet when you go down the stave. This is D. So this would be D flat. Half a step lower. Okay. And then this is also a B flat. It's just this B flat. So from F upwards, we go forward in the alphabet. F, G, A, B flat. Okay. And then right hand, G flat. So if this is G, this would be G flat. So always just half a step lower, a semitone lower, you call it in musical language. E flat. So not E, but half a step lower is E flat. Okay. And then this piece, we're going to be in the G minor position. So don't worry too much about what minor position means. It's like G position. So we're still in that G position, but we're going to be playing a B flat here with our third finger in the left hand, but not B flat in the right hand. So it's a very interesting piece. Okay, so let's go slowly. D, G, C, have a chord. My G major chord is G, B, and D. G, B, and D. And again, from the beginning, G, no, sorry, D, G, C, B, flat, D, G, C, B flat, G, C, C, D. So just notice it says here move down because you were in this position, right, for your GBD. But with 1, 3, and 5. But when you get here, you need to quickly just move one down. Your thumb is going to move down from G to F, and second finger will come to G, so you can play F and G together. When the notes touch each other, it means that you must play them at the same time. They won't draw them to overlap. So when they touch each other, you know they must be played at the same time. And this is a half note rest. If it sits on the third line from the bottom, it's a half note rest, so 2 beats rest. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. If it hangs from the fourth line, it's a whole note rest, or a semi-brief rest, which is 4 beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and remember your staccatos there, where you see dots underneath the notes. It's going to be very short, and also there. And this is a tie once again, so you're holding on to that note. That's beat 3 and 4 in this bar, and then another 4 beats. You hold it, you don't play the D again. Okay, and your scale sounded very good, so well done with that. Keep practicing those. So it's C major, and it is F major, and G major, and D major, those 4. Okay, Emmy, I hope you have a lovely day and enjoy practicing these new pieces, and we'll have another lesson next week.